Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Cookie Monster of ProForgeRacing, bringing you my 94th Forger review, DARKSTAR o72. DARKSTAR is a very unique forger who makes mostly Grand Prix or GP maps, and he runs a YouTube channel with X-Rains, who I already reviewed as well, and their YouTube channel is called Outlaw Racing, so definitely check them out. This map here is called Downhill Drift, and it's a pretty challenging racetrack where you have to drift really hard while going downhill, kind of like on a mountain, like a cliff almost. It's really cool. However, with this map, it's supposed to be one lap, so like, you know, the first person who gets the last checkpoint wins. But what he did was, like, he numbered the checkpoints. I can't remember exactly how many, but let's say there's 6. He numbered them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it only counts as one lap, so when you go to the end, it just doesn't work. What he should have done is done the first 2 checkpoints as 1 and 2, the second 2 as 1 and 2, so it would just restart a new lap a third of the way through the map, and then, you know, at the end, like 1, 2, so that it ended up being exactly 3 laps, so that way when you got that very last checkpoint, it would say game over. However, when you get the last checkpoint, you just respawn on it, and there's nothing you can do. But I mean, it's a really cool map. It's definitely unique. I just wish he had set up the checkpoints properly, and it ends with like this cool jump, but I think that would be much cooler if instead of dying and respawning, you would anyways, if you could respawn. But anyways, this next map is really cool. I love that little starting thing. That's why I got the close-up on it. The 2 red lights spawn, the 2 yellows, and then the 3 green in the middle, and like they line up perfectly. It just looks so cool. This map's called Arena GP, or Grand Prix, and this is a Grand Prix racetrack that is a little bit outdoors as well as a little bit indoors in the little Coliseum area. And I'm not sure who came up with that starting gate type of thing where you spawn on a railing and you can't get off it, because that's the most effective kind of starting gate because you cannot move. And if you make it, and if you add the human teleporter so people can't walk on the map, then that's like perfect. Cheat-proof starting gate entirely. But anyways, I really like this map. It's kind of cool. There's a few scenery pieces like this like bridge that's going over the map, and you can see like what the bridge is being held up by. There's also some nice rocks he added with a few tin cups to make grass, to make it look like, you know, natural outdoor aesthetics. So this is a really fun map. It definitely looks really nice, and I love the uniqueness of these Grand Prix maps. I know there's been a few other people who've also made Grand Prix maps, but DARKSTAR is the only person I know of that makes primarily and only Grand Prix maps. I played a Grand Prix map a few years ago made by YugnoSwam, but besides that, I didn't see another Grand Prix map until DARKSTAR's, and I wasn't a big fan of it back then when I saw Yugnos. I thought it was kind of lame and boring, but now I really do appreciate it. Anyways, this next map here is called Pacific Raceway, probably because it's right next to, you know, the water, like the ocean, unless it's based off a real Grand Prix racing map, I'm not sure. These are kind of like the types of racetracks you would see in like Need for Speed, Forza, Gran Turismo, those types of games, as opposed to, you know, just double wides and roller coasters that are, you know, Halo specific that you would never see in another game. But I do really like this map. This map again, this map has a cool like spiral at the end here, which you often don't see. They're usually sharper turns, but I do like the bigger round turn. They're usually sharper turns to make them, I think, more challenging. And anyways, this next map here is called Overpass GP, and it is a city Grand Prix map, which is awesome. I definitely love the city map theme to it, and it's called Overpass because at the start there's like a highway overpass that you kind of, well, near the start there's a highway overpass that you drive up on it over an earlier part of the track, which definitely looks nice. And at the beginning there, I don't know if you saw the big sign that says ORL. It stands for Outlaw Racing League, and that is their YouTube channel. And so in all of his maps you will see a sign that says ORL, which I mentioned in a previous review a few reviews ago, that I used to have a squad at on halotracks.org a few years ago called the DRL, Dirty Racing League, and so every time I see the ORL, I think it's a DRL. But I definitely love this map. It has a total city feel to it, as well as it being a Grand Prix map. Very cool and very unique. I love this next map here as well. This one is called Motor Speedway SX, and he made it with X-Rains, who is the other guy on the Outlaw Racing League channel. And this map is awesome because there's so many new Supercross Forgers, but I feel like a lot of their maps look alike, and a lot of their maps aren't so fun. And a lot of their maps just have small jumps. Small jumps equals easy jumps equals get maps out quicker equals get more maps out. And I think that's what a lot of the mindsets of these new Supercross Forgers, there's like 50 of them now, have. But big jumps is what makes Supercross tracks fun. I spent months and months on Cookie SX. It took me so long, and that's, you know, because I added some pretty big jumps in there, and I love V-ionized maps with the big jumps. And this one has some great big jumps. Right there, I jumped over the no, sorry, I was just looking at the sign. I jumped over the whatever it's called, the rollover. Sorry, I was thinking ORL, then I was thinking overpass, which was the last map. The rollover. I hate rollovers. Why add something that makes you slow down? So I always jump them. But anyways, that was a huge overpass. And rollover. I keep saying overpass now because I just played the overpass map, but that was a really cool Supercross track. I loved it. Anyways, I know we're already onto the lap of the next map, and the final map of the review, which is the Laguna Seca or Seca Raceway, S-E-C-A. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but this is a really cool map. It's pretty much just the GP style map, and this one, he only has 2 checkpoints because it's pretty impossible to die on these maps. And so you really only need 2 checkpoints. If you had 1, you know, the game would end as soon as someone hit that 1. But with the 2, you know, he's got 1 halfway through the map and 1 at the end. And that's really all you need. And this is a great map. It's, you know, it just plays really well. And, I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. But, a few of his maps, when you fall off the track, it is possible to get stuck in between the rocks and the bordering on the side of the map and the racetrack itself. And that's happened to me before. But other than that, I have no complaints with his maps. I love them. They're very unique. So definitely check out his YouTube channel as well. Go to his file share. This is just a few of his maps. Please download all of the maps in his file share. They're really great and unique. Thank you guys very much for watching. Cookie.